Oh, let's see here. Yes. Wonder how this looks. Well, let's get this going.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall.
Good.
Even the rocks do not
This
recall.
game gives me a little bit of nostalgia.
Every bone in my
I used to play
body
this so
tells me
much.
that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
I like how kiddie the first one is compared to the other ones. It just started getting darker and darker.
Sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Like, they made this one pretty childish. Then Jak 2 comes around and it's super dark.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk.
Can't remember when this game came out. If it was 2002 or 2003.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
Sweet.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay.
Yo, is
I'm
my
fine.
TV too loud?
I'm fine.
I don't want to hear it through the mic. Okay.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two
Yeah.
of you went mucking around in the only place
This game,
that I told you not to
I'm
go.
like remembering
Misty
everything that's going
Island.
on. It's weird.
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to
They
your
just don't
previous
make games
form.
like this anymore.
Gal Acheron,
Original
the
storylines
sage.
and
But he lives far
new
to the
stuff.
north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates
Kinda
have
sucks
seen
that
fit to
everything's
turn
either a
their ends
remake
on
or
for quite a
just
while.
off
The
some
only other
franchise.
way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes.
Yeah, there's really
that
nothing-
might work. But where
no
are a
cartoony
boy
type
and a
games as
half
much
going to
anymore.
get 20 power cells?
From the
I mean, you can make an amazing game like this, even with like HD graphics, and just make it look absolutely amazing. But there is one game though that I know on PT that came out was Trine 2, which looks absolutely amazing. And it's kind of like a fantasy style
Well,
game.
we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, finally get to move around.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give
Okay,
you
it's
advice
a little weird.
anytime during your quest.
Alright. Got the punching down. Don't know what triangle does.
Egg-shaped things are precursor ores.
I love Spyro.
Collect enough of
I don't like the
them,
new
and some of
Spyro.
villagers will give you a power cell in
I mean,
exchange.
I don't like the way they made Spyro look. He looks really, he looks really weird. Oh, that's what triangle does. Let's see what. Oh.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
Oh, I wonder. I guess that doesn't work. Oh yeah, I remember this now. Okay. Let's see here.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands
Oh, there we go.
Hey, you
Oh,
found one
yeah.
of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells.
Why
but
do I
the
get my
Walkers
health
must have
back?
captured them all.
It's like I don't. I can't think of any game nowadays that's like console-wise that's fantasy. It's has a different art direction than most games. Ooh. Not used to the camera just yet.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Yeah, just remakes.
Eco, which contains the energy of motion.
It's weird. I've heard mixed reviews about the new Zelda game.
And even activate
It's
some
like-
precursor artifacts when you get near
So,
them.
I mean, people say it's amazing and all, but you know, there's a lot of like people out there that say it's just not as good as like the other. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember this now, actually.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. Precursor door. It can only be opened by a
I remember there was a couple levels on this game that were just like the first time through, it's so hard. Maybe it was because I was young, but
that's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
oh yeah. The ending to this game is pretty sweet. I like the final boss battle.
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts.
There's only like 2 boss battles in this game though. There's one when you have to like run away type of thing, and then there's the final one, I think. I can't remember any other ones.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
I don't know why he just didn't tell me this sooner.
Ecos, or one big green one to increase your health.
I forgot what collecting any of these were for. I can't. What was that? Oh, doesn't matter. I can't get used to this camera.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
I guess I really don't need too many of the eggs. I mean, I'll collect them and all, but oh yeah. Ooh, cut that one pretty close.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared
What does my
to the
title
challenges
say?
that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away.
Okay, good.
And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself
Not like
useful?
anybody's gonna watch, but
My
you know.
non-green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
These were kick-ass graphics
You
for the time.
get out of here!
The mouth movement was well done and stuff. The camera sucked, sort of. Can't tell sometimes. Oh, don't want to fall in the water. I remember that stupid shark thing will eat you if you go too far. And where was I going?
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs.
When games nowadays don't have mouths that move, that's just pure laziness. I mean, look at this game. This game is kind of dated, and they have mouths that move. I mean, hell, even Guild Wars, the original, even made an attempt. Even if it's the little, like, what's that called? When it's like, looks like paper on their mouth and it moves. At least that's